Miguel. She is Senora Miguel. She is in here doing some observations.
Does she have to take a video of us?
Oh. Come on.
Does she have to take a video?
She's not taking a video of you. She's taking a video of me. So your identity is protected. Don't worry. I promise. So no worries.
The police are coming.
Okay, so my voice is off, my eyes are on the teacher. Remember, our highs and lows, usually what I hear most is that we didn't have enough time, or I wish I had more time. So don't use up your time. Does anyone remember the name of this artist that we're looking at? Voice is off, raise your hand, yes. Brito. Wonderful. So we're going to continue working on our line drawings, and I need to review with you some of the vocabulary we used and some of the lines we're going to work on today. So there's two words that we talked about when we created our designs. They are objective and non-objective. Who remembers what they mean? Yes?
Objective is it has like, you can see stuff like people, I think.
You can identify an object. So non-objective?
Non-objective means like there's no really like things, just like lines and
Right.
stuff.
So some of us kind of just did this and then divided it into sections and did patterns inside those sections. So there's nothing identifiable. Some of us did things where you could identify a heart, for example. Okay? So you did an object that you could identify. So remember, we're using objective and non-objective. And we're using 6 different kinds of line that need to be represented in your piece. I just want to go over those really quick. What are they? Somebody knew, yes. Gestural. So for example, this, oh, sorry about that. These lines would be gestural because they imply movement. The hand is coming out and the lines are showing movement like waves. Excellent. Somebody else have another type of line. Oliva.
Shading?
Shading. So because we're doing flat drawing, what kind of shading specifically are we looking at? Cross-hatching and hatching, right? We're not trying to create 3-dimensional forms, so we're doing hatching and cross-hatching. These are up here for you, so you can make sure to check off that you did those. So here, you can see hatching and going in both directions. Lines that are crossing are cross-hatching. Who remembers another line we discussed? Yes? Structural. So these larger dark lines are structural lines. What material, what type of tool we are using for our structural lines? Houston.
Sharpie.
Sharpie. Awesome. Awesome. You guys are right on. Thank you. More lines? Yes?
Contour.
Contour, or there's another word for a contour line because it...
Outline.
Thank you. You guys are amazing. Okay. Outline. And there's 2 more. Okay, we see different kinds of line. We see a, yes, variety of lines. And with our variety of lines, sometimes we create something called a
pattern.
You guys are amazing. Okay, good. All right. So make sure that all those different types of line are represented in your piece. There's a couple of examples up here for you to look at. I'll turn on the light so it won't be so visible. Really, really important for your materials. Make sure you use your Sharpies for your structural line. Everybody gets a fine point Sharpie. Everybody can have one colored Sharpie at a time. If you're doing detail, you use a ultra fine. If you're doing really big, fat structural lines, and what do we color in with? Who knows? What do we color in with? Yes. Crayola markers. Remember, oil and water don't mix. So if you use, one last thing, if you put Crayola marker next to a structural line from Crayola marker, it will bleed, which means the colors will? Yeah, yuck. Or if you want it nice and crisp, do your outlines, your structural lines in Sharpie and fill it in with? Okay. All right, I need ayudantes. Who can help me? Wonderful. So please, you will come up to the front of the room and get your colored Sharpie at a time, your ultra fine and your fat. I do have some neon colored markers and metallics that you must ask for permission. Nicola, please hand these out. I need someone to hand out. Will you hand out fat Crayolas, fine Crayolas?
I don't need what are
Even pencils. Erasers, who wants to hand out erasers? Erasers.
I'm handing out pencils. That Crayolas are I'm handing out erasers. What do I say?